Welcome to the TDC Today Show USA. My name is Sue Roskoff, and I am excited to share a lot with you today, actually. We have several guests that are joining us. We are so happy to be here, though, on the Disability Channel for the TDC Today Show USA, and giving a few updates here from our end for our side of the borderline, I guess. So we are here and have a lot of good things looking forward to here. So I'm assuming at this point you are all familiar with the Invictus Games. That is only 1 year away. When we first started talking about it, it seemed like it was quite a long ways off. And at this point, February 2025 is not all that far away anymore. So please stay tuned in to all the things going on at the Disability Channel so that you will know what's happening. You can see what's coming up. And I am so proud of the TDC crew and all that they are accomplishing to be all in with the media for the Invictus Games. That's going to be so much fun. So looking forward to that. Also, just a quick Monday update here. Well, Mission Monday update. Project Die Hard is a veterans organization that we do a lot with. I personally am an ambassador with them. And on Mondays, we do have updates every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central, where we are live giving a broadcast with all the things that are happening, all the things that are new of what's happening with Project Die Hard. That organization is all about providing hope to veterans. And the whole idea is, it still kind of blows my mind when I think about this. It exists because the suicide rate among veterans is unacceptably high. There's so much to be done there. The veterans have all done so much for us. It is our turn to help them out. That transition back to civilian life and all the things that happen once they're back. I mean, we could deep dive another time, but there's a lot there, and it is kind of peeling an onion, and they need our support in what they're doing. One thing that is an easy way to support them is I know there's an organization or a group of vets that live in the Makanda, Illinois area, Paducah, Kentucky. That's where the base is right now for Project Die Hard. And they have breakfast that they do on the first Wednesday of the month. There's on the first Wednesday and the first Saturday of the month, they have two different events happening where they bring veterans together to have fellowship, have breakfast, and enjoy some camaraderie time together. In the last year, they have served 483 veterans in this way. That's huge. That is absolutely massive and a great success story. One thing that is a hiccup right now, though, is the funding for that. The veterans eat for free, but somebody pays for it, right? We are really, really looking for that support to come in and come knocking at our doors at this point, because we want to keep that program going because it is so valuable. And there are so many right now that are relying on that as a piece that they look forward to month after month. And we need to pay for that. So if you're looking for an easy way to get involved, that is one way that is right there. So with that, I am going to go ahead and turn this over to Emily Gomer to do some introductions. So Emily, come on in.
So welcome everybody. Our first guest, Karen and I went through the Helpopedia, which is about helping like high school and college age students. But Nivedita is a CEO, co-founder of Council Academy, and with helps with online life skills, like online classes for homeschool and middle and high school students, and so on. And so I guess I'm pass over to Nivedita to say a little more about who are you, what do you do, what's Council Academy, anything else you'd like to add?
Definitely. Thank you. First of all, thank you, Emily, for that lovely introduction. I would love to thank Sue and Kurt for welcoming me here and having me in this show. And first of all, I would also like to thank Helpopedia. I mean, I have been with them for I would say 7 to 8 months, or maybe more than that. And it's been such an amazing journey with them, their support. And I'm so proud to be a part of them, I started working with Coach Phil Vetrano as on the Saturday career events. So, and gradually got to know the other members as well. And it's such an amazing, amazing resource to the community, not only to the children, to the young adults and the parents as well. Such an amazing, and also Laura Lynn with her steerers. I feel the community, the future generation must have that, must have that resource. So it's great to be with them. So a little bit about me. I'm Nivedita Lahiri. I'm the CEO of Council Academy. So Council Academy was born, I would say not suddenly, but it was a brainchild of my deepest desires that I wanted to be when I grew up. As a child, I always wanted to teach. I wanted to share what I learned. I'm not saying that I was like perfect, and I would love to give sermons or knowledge to others, but I started with my brother, and whom I taught as a middle schooler. And from then on, his friends also came. But I always like to observe students and kids around me. And I myself was a part of them, thinking that in spite of having good, hard skills, good, them being smart, many of them lacked certain skills, like soft skills. So in spite of knowing a lot, they would not be able to make themselves stand out. So that's what I myself was like that, and I've seen many children around me like that. So starting with that idea, even when I was working full-time as a scientist till 2019, I started this summer camp first. Then the Council Academy was not there. Council Academy was not born. So I started as a summer camp in 2019, where I invited kids in my locality for a science camp. It was just a little camp in my basement. So for 10 weeks, they did some scientific experiments, those nothing fancy, that I could do at home, like measuring the pH. And while I was making them do the experiments hands-on, I would teach them the background. What is the principle? What is the hypothesis? And how can they use it in their daily lives, the practical knowledge? I think that is equally, if not more, important. Definitely theoretical knowledge is important, but nobody can understand it fully unless they do hands-on. So that's what my belief is. So that started, and that gained a lot of attention from the parents. Unfortunately, the next year it was COVID. So 2020, everything shut down, 2020, 2021. So I changed my, those classes, especially only in summer. Otherwise, nothing existed. So with the request of the parents, so I opened it up online. It was nothing fancy, nothing like extraordinary. It was just a camp running for about 8 to 10 weeks. And I had different types of lessons every weekend. And without anything, I didn't know anything about fancy marketing and stuff. Just word of mouth. There were 16 kids from all around the US. So my friend's child, my friend's friend's child, and one of my friends who had her cousin's child in Canada, they joined as well. So it was fun. And I had a couple of volunteers with me who were teaching. So this went on. I was very excited. And with this motivation, in 2022, Council Academy was born. So 2022, around February, March, I think within a few weeks, we are going to complete 2 years after of our existence. And we started that journey. It's been, it's a new endeavor. It's a challenge, but we are very passionate about that. And even though we are very, we respect hard skills. Of course, those are the skills, and we are very STEM focused as a company, but we are always supporting practical knowledge. That's why Council Academy has been having interns since last year, collaborating with University of West Florida. And we have till now we had 4 interns, and currently we have 2 interns working with us actively, like 4 or 5 months internship. And at the same time, we are also running hands-on. I mean, I totally believe in hands-on education, a brand new program on robotics, starting from middle school level. It's a new program. It's gained a lot of attention. I started it, I think, end of January, around the last week of January, and currently I have 8 students enrolled locally. And this summer, we are planning to do more of the robotics camp for middle school kids and above. So let's see, in 3 different locations, in Massachusetts, in New York, and in Connecticut. Let's see how that goes.
Excellent. Oh, I love the story. And actually, you and I have a lot to talk about. I'm looking forward to getting to know you more, because I even helped with doing some science camps back about, oh gosh, 12 plus years ago when I was working at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And I am 100% on the same page with you about the hands-on.
Yeah.
That's where they learn so much so fast, and it is so much fun.
It is, and it builds teamwork. Like I said, definitely hard skills are very important. But if someone is just in a shell, in a tunnel, and only individual contributor, I mean, it will bring success, but in the long run, if they can't make really professional relationships, if they can't communicate what they're doing, people won't know about them. And it's of no use, literally, to me. That's what I think.
Excellent. Oh, well, I'm so thrilled you're here joining us. And I know we do have more guests here as well. So, Emily, if you want to go ahead and bring in the next one, please.
Thank you very much again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So our next guest has been on before, like a regular member of the show, Leon McLaughlin, out of Washington with the Clean Water Foundation. And so Leon, why don't you come in here and say a little bit about who you are, any updates with the Water Foundation? I know you are going to be going to Hawaii soon and are taking water machines to different places. So why don't you come in here and say a little bit more?
Hi, Emily. Hi, Sue. Yeah, great to be on. This is Leon McLaughlin from the Clean Water Foundation. And, as the old saying goes, just when we thought it was great, it got even greater. And we are going to Hawaii to put on a fundraiser for Water for Children that we're connecting up with Mariana Waikiki for a deaf and blind school. We'll also be promoting our water projects for the Hopi and Navajo Reservation in Arizona that we've been working with for the past few years, and putting water units on the reservation because they have arsenic and uranium in their water. So we're putting a lot of water units on the reservation so the children can have clean, fresh drinking water. We also connecting up with some private equity companies that's looking at putting profit companies together, and a percentage of these profit company revenues will go for Water for Children projects. So we're excited about that with the private equity companies that's going to be funding a lot of our projects, which is great. And we're going to be on the cover of a new magazine coming out called Gold Coast Magazine. The CEO is Don Hunter. And we'll be talking about our water projects for the Hopi and Navajo children around the world, our international concert that we're working with a group called the Rumba Kings. They're like the Gypsy Kings, along with a group two groups we closed in Vegas. David Osborne, he's one of the great pianists in the country, played at the White House for 7 different presidents. He's on board now, along with a gentleman called Teddy Davis, who is a good friend of Lionel Richie's, and he wrote a song for us called Embrace the Child. So we're doing some really great things, excited about the fundraiser that we're putting together in Waikiki, Hawaii in March. That'll be March 20th. And the cover of Gold Coast Magazine in May. and also working on the international concert that we're looking at having in El Salvador and Australia. So it's definitely just when we thought it was great, it got even greater. And as they say, you can't win the prize unless you advertise. So it's good to see a lot of these children going to have clean, fresh drinking water, and to have the private equity companies coming in to join us. And if anybody would like to join us and be a part of what we're doing, you can go on our website, www.cleanwaterfoundationwa.org, and check out the latest and the greatest on what we're doing. So it's nice that working together works. You guys have been wonderful, and it's going along really great. We're actually, I'll be meeting later today with a gentleman that's the new kind of David Copperfield magician. He's in Mexico right now on one of the resorts in Cabo, and we're teaming up with this young gentleman that's a magician to actually do some fundraisers with us. And they say that he's the next David Copperfield. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. So we're working around the clock 24/7, and things are happening.
So many great things coming up. Thank you so much, Leon, for being here and for sharing all the great work you're doing for the children and for all these organizations around the globe. So thank you so much, Leon. And actually, I think I'm going to pass this back to Emily for another introduction here.
I think before we go to the one person I was going to go to, there we're gonna see that Earl just joined us. So Earl is a DJ, podcaster, does internet radio, and so on, out of Iowa, and is planning a podcasting conference this fall. So Earl, why don't you come in here and say a little more about who you are, what you do, any updates, anything else you'd like to say?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. As usual, I am Earl Williams. I'm the owner of Night Wolf Event DJ Service here in Waterloo, Iowa, as well as the Midwest Plainsman podcast. I am a podcast coach and podcast creation coaching consultant. Plus, I also do internet radio, and I'll be doing a live set here in about 30 minutes while we're live here. So, yeah, it's always a fun time being able to be on the radio, be live with you guys, and share that with everybody, and just to show everybody exactly what I do. I've been also working with working on trying to get been having meetings with new wedding clients over the past few days, and I've expanded my territory now into Minnesota and Wisconsin. So I'm really looking forward to this year.
A lot of big things coming up. So glad to have you with us, Earl. Thank you so much for being here. And Emily, one more to go. Bring on in our another good friend of the show here.
All right, so our last person is Tim Trojan, who I think we met through another nonprofit, Onward and Upward, and the Mutual Aid Network. And we've been helping him for the last about year with his Blue Collar Crypto podcast, which is on Sundays at 4 and 6 p.m. Central. So, Tim, why don't you come in here and say a little more about who you are, what you do? Anything else you'd like to say?
Sure. My name is Tim. I'm here in Wisconsin. A lot of our hosts today we're all here, Madison, Milwaukee area. I have a podcast on Sunday night called Blue Collar Crypto, in which I tell my listeners, I ask them to set goals for themselves to start a business, get their creative juices going, start something, start a business, any business whatsoever, take action. So that's 4 and 6 p.m. on Sunday night. Called Blue Collar Crypto, and it's just a short 20 minutes at 4 o'clock and 20 minutes roughly 20 to 30 minutes at 4 and 6 p.m. and I enjoy. You know, I'm going to start businesses. I let them know what my progress is, and then we all do this together. That's all for now.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tim. What a great crew. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, Emily, Earl, Tim, Leon, Nivedita. I'm so glad you guys are here joining us with the TDC Today Show USA. My name again is Sue Roskoff. We will see you back.